This is so weird. Hey, there it is! My friends, 2026 is kicking off with a big drama. An AI musician released a diss track about me. But I should first give you the context for why this has happened in the first place. Last year, I made a video about AI music and this realization I had of where it could go in the future. And the realization came from an artist named Catherine Jane. Catherine is a Twitter stan AI pop artist. By and large, she makes songs that are diss tracks about other musicians and other people, really anyone who has slighted Taylor Swift.
We have to start killing people like this. Him and his fans should be shot real quick. Shut the f up with your feminist talk. You're a grown-ass man with your 4-inch.
Learning about Catherine was fascinating for me for a whole lot of reasons. If you want to go check that video out, I'll leave it somewhere here or down there. But at the end of that video, I said, in the event that Catherine Jane watches this, I am looking forward to the diss track that you make about me. What's that one Twitter meme that's like, me sowing, haha, this is great, woohoo, and then me reaping, well, this sucks, what the f? This diss track is called simply Mike the Snare, and it comes from Catherine's latest album, The Life of a Fangirl. It has other excellent songs on it, such as Anthony Fantano Says the N-Word, Billy is the Performative Final Boss, Miley Fell Off, No One Does It Like the Swiftologist, Cocaine Barbie, The Fate of Charlie Kirk. Do I even want to touch that one? Catherine, we already have an AI song about Charlie Kirk. It's called We Are Charlie Kirk. You don't need to be coming in here with your own one. But anyway, that's enough delay. Let's get into this. This is the first listen, my first listen to the Catherine Jane song, Mike the Snare. Oh, once we get past an ad from Spotify, of course. More ads. Oh God, I haven't listened to Spotify free for like ages. I did not realize there was this many ads. Okay. Okay. Oh, she's a fan.
You know it hurts to know that you slam my music. It sucks. You said I'm just AI. It's upsetting, of course, but I guess it's not a lie.
Okay, I was literally gonna stop and be like, wait, are she gonna say that she's not AI? But like, she literally is, and she called it out in her past albums. But I'm glad you're owning it, Catherine. I really am glad that you're owning it. And also the fact too that you're a fan of my videos. I didn't know that. I appreciate you watching, of course. And I appreciate you being a part of the community. I would ask that you pause on the transphobia though. I really try not to have transphobic people watching my stuff. Is it hatred though? I don't know if I hate you. And I should say this for like whoever is like behind the Catherine Jane persona. I don't hate you specifically as a person. I don't know you all that well. I would like it if you stopped with the transphobia, because I'm not a fan of that, as well as like the blatant calls for like people's deaths. But like, I don't know. I don't know you. You could be a very nice person. She about to like slay me. She's about to kill me right now.
We can find somewhere. Ooh, baby, I'm scared. What's with the obsession? Let me send a prayer. Stop posting me and keep my name out your mouth. Ooh, baby, Mike the Snare. Tell me all your secrets. We can find somewhere.
Wait, hold on. I gotta pause. Mike the Snare, tell me all your secrets. We can meet somewhere. Okay. So she wants to meet. Catherine, we can meet at like a Chili's parking lot if you want. I know a good one. Do I know a good one? Are there any Chili's in New York City? I don't even know. I don't know. We can find the one Chili's in New York City together, you and me. Okay, so what's with the obsession? Posting me a lot. I should say, this is the third time I've mentioned Catherine Jane in a video, and the second time I've dedicated a whole video to her. Like there was the very first one, and then I think I mentioned her again like very briefly in another video last year. There have been AI generated artists who have broken through and established small but meaningful fan bases, whether they're singing about absentee fathers or shooting Morgan Wallen and his fans. And now it's this. And for what it's worth too, some people might be wondering why I'm giving this any sort of attention or like why I'm doing this. I think it's fascinating, honestly. Like, I think I am one of the first people who's ever had a diss track made about them by an AI artist. You know what I mean? I think that's fascinating. Like, I know Zanaya Monet just made one recently about Kehlani, and I mean, the whole reason I found Catherine in the first place was because of a diss track about Anthony Fantano. Yeah, but I feel like this is kind of like breaking new ground, and it's kind of interesting to think about. I feel like maybe when the the history books are written about AI music and where it all went, I might be in it somewhere, like in the footnotes or the acknowledgement section. You know what I mean? That's all that I want. In the book of life, I just want to be in the acknowledgements. But yeah, I wouldn't call this an obsession. I would say I'm intrigued and fascinated by like Catherine Jane the persona, but I wouldn't call it an obsession. Now, Crazy Frog, that's a real obsession, which, by the way, I did say in that video that you should mention Crazy Frog or Eiffel 65 at least once, because it would do my heart good knowing that you put research into this. Anyway, let's continue. Second verse now.
About that video and all that oppression, what is the reason? Do you have an obsession?
Again, the obsession thing, okay.
Taste for a tiny waist, and I know you're a sucker for a pretty face.
Wait, go back to that again. What did she just say?
You've got
taste
for a tiny waist, and I know you're a sucker for a pretty face.
Wait. Who are you Are you talking about you? You're not real. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not real. You're literally not real. That's not what the This is so weird. This is so freaking weird. Oh my God. Catherine, that is not the reason I am not interested in you as an artist because of the AI generated images you have of yourself or whoever you are. That's not really it at all.
Baby, like the snare, tell me all your secrets. We can find somewhere.
The Chili's parking lot. Bridge now?
Talk to me, Mike. I'm not gonna bite. We can even put on Eiffel 65.
Hey, there it
or your
is.
favorite song. Or Crazy
Wait,
Frog.
hold on. Wait, I have to go back. What was that there?
65 or your favorite song. Or Crazy Frog. Whatever
There we go.
you like.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
'Cause you've done so much.
There we go. See, you've done some research. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
'Cause you've done so much for me.
Okay.
All the attention you have given me.
Okay, I know that my video probably brought you some attention, and I think I even joked about in that video, like you being able to afford a blue check on Twitter because of it. I don't even know, do you have a blue check on Twitter? Let's see. Hey, yeah, you've got a blue check on Twitter. There you go. I hope the attention was enough to fund that at least. I will say though, and I don't try to focus on like Spotify monthly listeners all that much, but when I covered you, I think you had around 8,000 monthly listeners, and I think I even saw you got up to 10K, and right now you are at around 4,000. Listen, I'm happy to throw you some attention, but you've got to be the one to capitalize on it, build out that personal brand, get people in with the songwriting, like I'm happy to open that door, but you've got to be the one who gets people in. That's all I'm saying.
Just so honored, Mike.
Oh, you're honored. Okay.
I am your biggest fan.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, baby, like the snare.
This has got me thinking, like, what if the Catherine Jane persona is like someone who I've known for a long time and is doing the AI music stuff, but like, I don't know who it is, and it's someone who's actually like very close to me. Imagine that. It's like someone like pulls off the mask eventually and it's like my own mother. That would be pretty funny.
I guess there's a lot of different types of a fan. Confess that you keep up with me like you're my man. Undress me in your mind and come out tonight. Yeah, Mike the Snare.
Okay, all right. Listen, I will say I like the approach of this one. Oh, you must be such a big fan of mine that you pay this much attention to me and make a whole video about me. And in fairness, make this whole video as well talking about it. So I like the route that you took here, or you or Suna, whatever did this. I will say though, I know that I said it in the previous video about Eiffel 65 and Crazy Frog, but listen, I'll be real, and this is just constructive criticism. I thought you were gonna go all out. Like, I listened to the ones you did about like Anthony Anthony Fantano and H.T. Hayes of all people. And those were like vitriolic at times. You had your like teeth showing during those. So I'm a little surprised that you didn't do the same for me. I don't want that, to be clear, but like, I don't know. I'm just a little surprised. I originally thought that your songs were like written by a person and then you fed them into Suno or whatever. This kind of felt like Suno was doing that job. Because again, all it is just simply like my name and Eiffel 65 and Crazy Frog. And I feel like you didn't take it to that next level, honestly. I mean, let's go back and listen to this one more time. Hold on. Or first we've got to listen to Hell's Kitchen ads. Jesus Christ. To anyone who listens on Spotify, like the free plan, how the hell do you guys do it? Catherine, can you write a diss track about Spotify ads? I would actually be like fully in support of that. I'm listening back through. In terms of production, if like the little synth stabs there are inspired by Crazy Frog, that's a good detail, honestly. If it wasn't, then I don't give a shit. But like, if that was intentional, then good on you. I am liking the rhymes that you're doing though with Mike and Snare. Like Mike the Snare and Somewhere, and then I think at one point you do Mike and Bites. It's, you know, it's low-hanging fruit, but you know what? If it works, it works, you know? Yeah, it's really the stuff about like the attract. I'm not a fan of that, because she is literally like an AI caricature. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm really not. Yeah, just like it's basic synth pop, you know? And like, you know, I like certain touches, like if the Crazy Frog sounding synths are intentional, and some of the rhymes, and yeah, I don't know. Is it weird to say that I wish there was more to this? Like, damn, I don't know. And I also don't want to invite anymore because I don't really want to be doing this again, you know? I'm not going to make this a habit of like responding every time an AI artist makes a diss track about me. I just did this because it's the first time and I think it's a novel thing. This has made me more interested though about the evolving role of AI music, because in that previous video I talk about like the ways that it can be used by fandoms. I don't know, I don't see this stopping anytime soon, of like folks expressing their fandoms or their disgust for certain folks through the form of music. This is as much of a showcase for the fandom, for better or worse, as, you know, anything else that they could be doing, like fan art or, you know, starting Twitter stan accounts or anything like that. I just want to piggyback off that real quick. There was a recent study that fascinated me. It said the folks who create AI music are also often the ones who engage with human music the most. They're more likely to buy merch or learn and play an instrument. I could definitely see AI music becoming an extension of an artist's fandom or brand. And I think too, in terms of fandoms, like, you know, that video that I put out about Catherine originally was, I think, August or September, and we're in January now. That's a pretty quick turnaround time, as well as for the, other 16 other songs that are on here. I feel like AI music is going to be able to move at the speed of fandom these days. Like, instead of waiting for like years to get Taylor Swift's dumbass diss track about Charlie XCX, sorry, Catherine. Listen, I actually kind of like Life of a Showgirl. I think it's one of her better albums. I just don't like that song, okay? Don't write a diss track about me for that reason. But that just felt incredibly late to the party, and also stupid, but mostly late to the party. This is like good turnaround. Like, I feel like the iron is still relatively hot when it comes to, you know, like my video about you and everything else. You know what, Catherine? Since you've gone and done all this work and made a diss track about me, I think it's only fair that I make a diss track about you. Nah, just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. If there's one thing you take away from this video, it should be that AI music sucks. There is so much great music made by humans out there already. Like, have you heard of the Beatles? They are humans, don't worry about the name. Their history as a band is so rich, and then they all had their own individual stories and discographies. Just one member's story after the band broke up could fill an entire documentary, such as, I don't know, Mark But Evil's In Progress series, which is available only on Nebula. Nebula is a creator-owned streaming service. All my videos on this channel, along with a bunch of bonus videos, are on there. But there's also Synthet, Todd in the Shadows, Jacob Geller, Legal Eagle, Man Carrying Thing, Captain Midnight, no AI slop channels to speak of. All of our videos are on there with no ads or sponsor reads. Plus, you also get access to a massive catalog of exclusive videos and series, like Mark Medieval's Beatles documentary. And once you've decided to join, you can pick a membership that works for you: monthly membership, yearly membership, or even a lifetime membership. Click the link in the description to get 50% off an annual subscription to Nebula. That's $30 a year or just $2.50 a month. It's a great platform that will never write a diss track about me. I hope.